12:30. So we're going to bring ourselves down onto the mat. Hopefully my mat is in shot. I think it is. I've gone for a darker mat this week, so hopefully you'll be able to see my leggings. Okay, so we're going to lay down and just rest the spine. First of all, I feel like I need this. I've been sitting at my desk for hours and I feel like I'm a little bit tight in the back. So we're just going to lay down, just take a couple of deep breaths and just let the spine soften down into the floor or the mat or whatever you're lying on. So just relax the arms down by the side of you. Let's give the legs a little shake. So knees are bent, feet flat on the floor. Try and release any tension in the upper part of the thighs. So the bigger muscles in the thighs, these are the ones that do a lot of work, but right now we don't want them to do any work. We want all of the work to come from our deep stabilizing muscles. So switching off the bigger muscles, the muscles that you see in the mirror, and then we're just going to sway our legs from side to side. Go slowly on this one, just first of all, just to check in with your low back and your hips and just see if there's any areas that feel tight. And if there are, maybe stay there a little bit longer. Take an inhale and then exhale back over to the other side. So just check in one side. Definitely on me today, one side is tighter than the other. So I'm just going to stay on that side a little bit longer and just have a little mini stretch before we get going. And then we're going to come back to center with those knees pointing up to the ceiling, feet roughly hip distance in line with your hip bones. Keeping the head down for now, keeping the shoulders down and relaxed. We're just going to use the legs. I want you to just lift the belly in and up before we start. So create some light tension, but not so much that you're gripping on for dear life and you're not breathing. So the breath should be nice and relaxed. And then we're just going to push our left heel away on an inhale, flex the toes up to the ceiling, and then slide that heel back. So nice and simple to start. A little stretch for the legs. Push the right heel away, inhaling, exhaling, slide back. Every time you exhale, drawing everything back into the center. Keep alternating with the legs. Keep the head and shoulders down on the floor. So just nice, simple leg slides. This is probably easier if you have socks on. If you're sticking to your mat, just slightly lift your heel up on that push away. Okay, we've got two more. Inhale, stretch the leg as far away as you can. Flex the toes, get a nice stretch on the back of the calf. And then push right heel away and back in. Okay, now we're going to take our left leg to tabletop. Right leg comes to join it, back down and down again. So this is a simple move, but very effective. And the reason I know it's effective is because I did an ab workout 2 days ago and I'm still sore from it. And I can feel my abdominals everywhere, just lifting these legs up one at a time. So even if you think it's not working, it's not doing a lot, it is, I promise you. Okay, so you're just lifting your knees up to that position just above the hips and back down again. And then if you did want to make it more challenging, for whatever reason, you could just lift both legs up and then tap the toes down. Both legs lift and tap down. Now the only thing you need to look for here is that your lower back is not arching away. So you've got to really keep your abdominals scooped in to keep your back in that same position. And that's a little bit too much for me right now. As I said, I'm already a bit sore there. So I'm going to go back to this level for now. Again, keeping the head down, the neck relaxed, the shoulders relaxed and down. This should all be lower abdominals right now. Upper abdominals coming up, don't worry, they're not getting left out. 2 more of these. And 1 more. Good, okay, then just give the legs a little shake again. If you want to, you can always hug the knees in, just take a little stretch for the lower back. Place the feet back down nice and gently. And then, as I said, we're going to involve the upper abdominals a little bit now. So I want you to just take a stretch above your head. So reach the arms above your head as far as you can. Hopefully you haven't got a sofa in the way like I have right now. I should have moved myself down slightly. So just reach the fingertips super long. Enjoy that stretch. You can arch your back a little bit away from the mat at this point because we're not holding any tension or strengthening at the moment. We're just stretching. And then we're going to take our hands and just bring the fingers and interlace them. Okay, so we're going to exhale, lift the head and shoulders up and try and reach through the knees with our hands through the middle. And then we come all the way back down, slowly. Exhale and inhale. I want you to keep it nice and slow for 6, Inhale back down. So it's that descent. It's the part where we're really gaining that strength because we're slowing it down. We're controlling it. We're not just flopping down to the floor with no thought or tension in the muscles. There's 3 more, I think. And then we're going to change it up slightly. Exhale, lift, reach, reach, reach. See if we can come up a millimetre higher on the last couple. Upper abdominals, getting a nice wake up call now. And then all the way back. And now we're going to come front, middle, and then to the side. So we're going to come up, pulse to the front, to the left, middle, side. This is a bit like crisscross, but we're starting in a smaller range just now. And also we're giving our body a chance to just slowly warm up in the obliques. So pulsing, middle, side, middle, side. Exhaling as you reach those hands away from you. Should be burning a little bit now. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the upper body down. Have a little stretch again. You can even stretch the legs as well if you want to. Okay, so you should be feeling it a little bit here, upper, lower, and middle abdominals. Warmed up. I actually feel warm there as well, which is good because it's freezing today again. Okay, into our hundreds. Let's get it going. Reach the arms back. Exhale, lift the head. Find that nice comfortable position that you know you can hold. Shoulders drawn down away from the ears. Start pumping the arms and breathe. So starting here with the legs for slightly less intensity. A bit more intensity. Why not? Let's go for it. Tabletop the legs. Keep those arms going. Nice and strong. Straight and fast. So your eye line is looking through the legs, no higher than the knees. Keeping that chin tucked gently. And breathing in 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhaling 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhaling and exhaling. Reach one leg away if you want to. Keep it going. Oh, my abs are on fire. And then swap. Just for a little bit of interest, take your mind off of the burning sensation. It's good to just add in a little leg variation. Just keeps our mind off of the fact that we're probably about halfway now, so halfway is good. Same again. In 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Both legs up if you want even more intensity, and a little bit lower, but even more. Okay, keep those arms going. Breathing. Exhaling. The exhale is going to help you. I'm definitely getting warmer. I don't know about you guys. I'm just going to bring my knees back to tabletop for the last few. 3 more sets. In 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. In 2, 3, 4, 5, and out 2, 3, 4, 5. Last big set. Inhale. And exhale. Amazing. Slowly lower down. Oh, wow. Actually feels quite painful in my abdominals. Remind me never to do an intense ab workout 2 days before Pilates. Okay, so we're going to roll up to seated or turn on your side and come up to seated. And yes, for abdominals, I must be a glutton here for punishment. But this is the way the class is going, so let's just go with it. Okay, so we're going to sit tall. Reach those arms out, or you can hold on to the backs of your knees if you know you need that extra support. Reach out, and then we're going to do some half roll backs with some arms. So sit super tall. Exhale, start to tuck the pelvis. Roll back 1/3 to halfway. Once you are there, keep that scoop in the belly. Drop the shoulders. Reach out again, and then keep that rounded shape as you bring your head towards your knees. And then straighten up tall. Let's go a little bit faster. Exhale, draw the low belly in. Good. Shoulders drop down. Keep that scoop shape. Roll forwards, inhaling. And coming up tall. Let's do 4 more. Exhale. Now, if you want an arm option, we're just going to lift the arms up, bring them back to where they were, and then roll back up to seated. So you don't have to do the arm option on the last few. It's your choice. Exhale, roll back. Arms come up. In line with the ears if you can. Back down. And then roll forwards. Now, I challenge you on the last two to keep your shoulders as relaxed as they are now. So drop them away from the ears. It's all about the abdominals. Scoop them and roll back. Reach. Lower. Relax those shoulders. My voice is shaking because it's hard. Okay, last one. Rolling back. You'll be pleased to know we're not coming back up on this one, but we are going to lift the arms and then bring them back down. Soften the shoulders. We're going to roll back down 1 more inch. Hold, keep breathing. 1 more inch. Hold, keep breathing. And then slowly all the way down. Woo! And then we have to try roll up now, don't we? So give yourself a little bit of space. Extend the legs. Inhale, stretch out. Oh, it's a lovely stretch after that. Exhale, lift the arms over the shoulders, lift the head, look at the toes, squeeze the legs, and exhale, roll yourself all the way back up with a nice round spine and straighten. If you want to, you can stretch forward, get a stretch in the back of your legs too. That feels quite nice. Your choice. Let's go again. Exhale, roll down. 8, 7, 6. Squeeze the legs together. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach it out. Inhale, stretch. Oh, feels so good. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back. 2 more to go. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back up. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5. 6 and 5 are hard. 4, 3, 2, and 1. 6, 5, and 4. That's the hardest part. That's when you really want to exhale. Let's go. Last time, all the way down, all the way up. 8, 7, 6. Shoulders relaxed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, going down so much easier, isn't it? And then 1 last time. Exhale up. 8, 7. Squeeze legs, squeeze bottom. All the way back up. Don't worry if it's not 8. Take a little stretch if you want it. And then just bring your bottom a little bit further down the mat so you have some room behind you. Hold onto your left knee with your right hand, sorry. Left ankle, left hand. Balance on your sit bones, lean back. If you can get your leg to 45 degrees, great. If not, just keep it bent. And then we're going to roll back super slow with control in a straight line. All those things that are really hard to do. Till we're into our single leg stretch position. So pull that knee now even further. If you can touch the shoulder, great. If not, not to worry. Stretch that right leg away as far as you can, as if you're trying to touch a winning lottery ticket that you really want, and then swap. The ticket's gone. Now you're trying to touch it with your left leg. Bring the knee to the shoulder. Okay, this is our slow setup. Then we're going to go a little bit faster. 2 sets of 8. 8, 7, 6. Elbows wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more set. 8, 7, 6, 5. Belly in and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So your torso stays really still. Let's just take a little rest in between before we go into double leg stretch, so I can adjust my leggings. And then pull the knees in. Bring the head and shoulders off the floor. Whew. Don't need the central heating on now. I should not have put that on. I'm boiling. Okay, so we're hugging in. We're stretching out legs and arms. Just arms if it's too much to take the legs out, if your lower back is giving you any issues. So we're reaching out and holding. Exhaling, back in and hug and rest. Enjoy that rest because we're making the hold and the reach 1 second longer every time. So we're going to do 6. Inhale, reach out. 1. Back in, rest. We're holding for 2, 1, and back. Let's go for it. 3, 2, 1, and back. We're halfway. We can do this. Let's hold and reach. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more to go. Only 2 more. Reaching, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug it in. Last one. We've got to hold for 6. This is our challenge. This is the hardest part of the class, possibly. So let's just do it. Get it done. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourselves a clap. Bring it in. Rest the head down. Let's take a really lovely sideline stretch and take the arms out in line with our shoulders. Soften those shoulders down onto the floor. Really encourage them to relax. And then take the knees over to one side. Stay there and breathe. Just let the knees go to wherever they want to, okay? So if they're not touching the floor, it doesn't matter, as long as you feel this nice stretch on the side body. So the abdominals, we just work pretty hard. They are all kind of linked to the back of the body as well, and the hips and the glutes. So we just want to stretch a little bit into the outside of the body, just so that they don't tense up too much. Slowly come back through the center, over to the other side. Just check in, see how different it feels on this side, or not. It might feel exactly the same. Big inhale, and exhale. Start making funny noises. Hopefully you didn't hear that. Okay, just bring those knees in now, and then we're going to take the legs up to the ceiling. Okay, we're going to go for our scissor stretch to really get into the back of the legs, but this is all about core control as well. So don't switch off your core muscles. Really keep that nice lift in the belly while you're doing it. Also, just think about actually lifting your head up. So let's just pick a leg. I'm going to go with my left leg and then extend my right leg out. I want to think about keeping my body in a straight line and my back in the same position all the way through. So we're not rocking from side to side. We're keeping as much of our back in contact with the floor as we can. And then we're just going to pull that leg wherever you can get hold of it. It might be here. In towards you and pulse 2 times. Exhale and switch like a giant scissor. And pull. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Keep reaching the opposite leg as you pull the other leg in towards you. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, we're going to bring our knees to tabletop. Hold behind the knees and just rock. So we're going to rock. Try and keep the knees in the same position all the way through. We're not coming all the way up. We just want a little rock. So this is taking our place of rolling like a ball today. So if you don't like rolling like a ball, you lucked out on today's class. So just keep the belly lifted in enough and try and maintain this position. So your knees aren't coming in towards you, that's it. And your legs aren't flying back behind you either. So you're keeping this solid shape. 4 more. Bit like a seesaw. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, we're going to roll back down. Just bring the feet to the floor. I'm just going to move myself back so I can fill up the mat a little bit better. And then we're going to bring our hands or our fingertips to the outside of the tops of our ears. We're going to try and keep them there. Elbows nice and wide the whole way through. So we're going into crisscross. Level 1 where the foot opposite stays on the floor. The opposite foot stays on the floor. Level 2 will take the foot away. So we're going to do a set of 8 level 1, a set of 8 level 2. So we're going to lift the head and chest up into the center first of all, and then we're going to just take the opposite shoulder to the opposite knee. Exhale as you twist and look to the side floor next to you, and then back to center. We're staying up, okay, and then we're twisting back to center and keep it going. We've got 4 more of this level 1, so you're pushing down on the foot that's on the floor and lifting and squeezing that knee into the chest on the other side. Now you can stick with level 1 if you want, or you can go for level 2. So you're going to bring one knee in, stretch the other leg away, and then do the same thing. So back to center, both knees come to above the hips. Exhale as you twist. Try and twist your whole body to the side. You don't have to come up too high to feel this one. We've just got 4 more. Who's feeling this? Whew. I sure am. Okay, 1 more each side. And we're done. So we did a few of those twists. Just hug it in. Hold your knees and just circle them around. Just let any tension go in the hips. Just really let go of the hips right now. And then go the other way. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the face. And then we are going to do our single leg circle. So that's loosened up our hips a little bit. Stretch one leg away. Keep the other leg in towards you, either in tabletop like this, if your leg doesn't completely straighten, or the full straight leg version. So I'm going to go with straight leg today. I think I did bent knee last week. Make sure your hips are level first. Imaginary seat belt in position over the front of the hips. Relax the arms, or you can push the hands down into the floor if you need that. Okay, so we're going to keep hip bones pointing straight up to the ceiling. Flex the foot if you have the leg straight. And then we take it out to the side on an inhale, all the way down, almost touching the other foot, and then back up. If you're doing bent knee, you're just circling with the knee and you're keeping the same angle behind the knee the whole time. 3 more in this direction. So you should feel this. If your belly's lifted in and up, you should feel this in your abdominals. Again, it's abdominals. So much abdominals, I'm sorry. And back to center, and then we go 5 in the other direction. Opposite foot that's on the floor should be flexed, toes pointing to the ceiling. Make sure that foot is not taking a break. Not just yet. 2 more. Just a nice quick one. Get those legs moving, get the hips mobilized, and then we swap. So hug one knee in, swap it over. Flex the foot that's on the floor. Keep it locked there. Level the hips. Sometimes one hip will hike up slightly, so you just got to check in with the hips there, and then take your leg position. Getting ready to go again. Belly lifted in and up. Keep breathing. Out to the side. Cross and back. Good. Keep it going. 2 and 3, 4 and 5. I needed this today. My hip is really tight. And then go the other way. Cross, back and up. Cross, back and up. 3 to go. So some days your circles are going to be small. And then other days they're going to be bigger. And it doesn't matter. It's just how you feel on the day. Hug both knees in. Can feel very different depending on what other exercise you've been doing. So just listen to your body. Sometimes you need something a bit bigger, a bit more expansive, and a bit more of a stretch. And then other days you want to keep it quite safe, and that's fine too. So we're going to roll up to seated, and then we're going to come around onto our side. So we're going to do a little bit of side lying work, and then we're going to do some side bends just to really get some stretch into those hips and outer waist areas. Main thing to think about in any side lying work, most Pilates actually, is all about lengthening the body. So as long and as straight as you can be in the neck and the spine is the safest position really. So line yourself up with the back edge of the mat. You're always going to feel stronger when you're in good alignment. So just bring the feet forward just to give yourself a little bit of balance, but your hips are still stacked, your knees are still stacked, and your ankles are stacked. So it just makes the movement safe, but also more effective and easier actually when you're in good alignment. When you're not in good alignment, you're going to struggle. Okay, so take this top leg, gently squeeze your bottom a little bit on both sides evenly, and then we kick forwards and back, pushing into that bottom foot. So it looks really easy. Make it look easy. It's not, is it? You're gripping on for dear life in the middle of your body. Your core is super fired up. Your stabilizing muscles are working 100%, if not more. And you make it look so easy and graceful. Or more. As if you could just lay on the floor and do this all day, no effort. Swinging through the air. One more. That's what I love about Pilates. It looks so easy, and then you get people come to the class that think, you know, oh, this is going to be so easy, and they're just like shocked. Okay, so take your foot now down towards the floor, feel the stretch in the outer hip, lengthen that leg as much as you can, so think long rather than kind of squeezing anywhere, just lengthen it, and then just float to top and back down. So keep the foot relaxed. You can see my toes are kind of pointing slightly down towards the floor. We don't want to tense the foot here because we want to think about this area. This is the only area that we want to be tense and active and squeezing to lift the leg. The rest of the leg needs to be fairly relaxed, okay? So then you'll start to feel all that lovely warming sensation right about now. You can lay out on your arm if your neck is bothering you, if it just feels nicer, or have a little pillow underneath there. Be comfortable. We're going to be here for a little while. So just relax the rest of the body, but keep that belly lifted in and up. Exhale as you lift. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to hold it up to about hip height, and then we circle forwards. Small football size-ish circles. Keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we have to go the other direction just to even out those muscles. 8, 7, 6, 5. Keep that leg nice and long. 2 and 1. Knee comes down, my favorite one. Flex the foot, push the heel up to the sky and away. Push horrible things away that you don't like anymore. Coronavirus, horrible things in your life that you don't want. Push them away. On an exhale, and it will take your mind off of that burning sensation I'm feeling right now. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Give it a little tap if it's burning. If it's like me, it's burning today. Okay, we're going to come onto our front. Since we're halfway there, take the legs roughly hip distance. We're going to go into a single leg, double leg kick. Let's get that done. So it's going to work even more into the glutes, but in a different way now. So elbows just under the shoulders. Lift the belly slightly off the floor so that you're lifted in and up. You're pushing your pubic bone into the mat and you're squeezing a little bit on your bottom. And then, lots to think about here, isn't there? Straighten the legs, kneecaps float off the floor. Try and keep the kneecaps lifted as you then kick twice. Back down, but keep kneecap lifted. That's just going to keep the legs really active. And try and relax the feet, but squeeze a little bit into your glutes, into your bottom. Exhale as you kick. And relax it. Inhale as you take the leg down. 1 more. Excellent. Okay, now we bring the legs together. Head faces the right, or the screen, just for the first one. So every repetition, I think you guys have probably done this with me before, but if you're not sure, every repetition, we're just going to turn the head when we come back down till we've done 3 each side. So we're getting an even stretch on the neck, and also so we don't squash our face. Okay, so hands come behind, grab hold of one hand with the other, doesn't matter which one. Hand comes as high as it can onto the upper back, and then rest the elbows down. They might not touch the floor, doesn't really matter if they don't. I just want you to feel the stretch now. Here I am feeling a stretch in my shoulders and my arms, so that's good. Okay, so we're going to kick. Again, if you can, kneecaps off the floor first. 3 times now, feet together, feet down, head and chest lift, and we stretch back as far as we possibly can, helping us lift up with a nice long curved spine and neck. Head comes down. 3, 2, 1 on an exhale. Inhale, lift. Squeeze shoulders. And we go again. 3, 2, 1. This is so good for the back of the body. We need it. We need that strength to keep us upright and down. Kick 3, 2, 1. And last 2. Last 1. Reach and hold. We're going to hold this a little bit longer if we can. We're going to lift our legs and kick them super fast, swimming. 10, 9, 8. Let the hands go if you need to. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more set. 10, 9, 8. As quick as you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Hands under the shoulders, push back into a little child's pose just for a second. Big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice stretch into the glutes, and then we come to the other side. So we'll come back and do our side bends after this, just so that we don't get too confused with all the moves. Or that's all right, I don't get too confused with all the moves. Okay, laying out on your side. I've got to be honest, it's sometimes hard to remember exactly what you do on one side, so I have to keep it to about 5 exercises, otherwise my brain goes into a meltdown. Okay, so feet in front, everything's stacked, I'm human. And then relax the arm down, belly lifts in and up. Let's take that leg, stretch it long. Let's make it look effortless again. Gentle squeeze on the glutes, keeping the hips still, relaxing the arm here. Let's just keep the body really relaxed here. Kick it forward. And back. Feeling strong, stable, centered. Excellent. Pushing down on the foot that's on the floor. If you don't use that foot that's on the floor, it's going to make everything a little bit wobbly. Not quite so effortless. Keep it going. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that leg back, letting those toes just relax now. Push the hip down and away. Keep it nice and extended in that leg. Upper body still relaxed. Belly lifted in and up. Lift and lower. Good. So feeling strong here. Strong and stable. If anything feels really kind of wobbly or uncoordinated, just recenter. Lift belly in and up. Keep the breath going. Breath's going to help us get oxygen to those muscles, these muscles right now. These are the ones that need it. Let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We circle forwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Is it a circle you're drawing? 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other way. Try and draw that whole circle. It's really going to get to every single muscle. If we skip a bit and make it a square, we're cheating ourselves, okay? It's hard, I know it's hard. But we're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Knee comes down. This is the nice bit, kind of. Little rest, a little stretch in this position as we bring the knee down, and then as we push away, it tenses up again. So at least we get the 2 different parts of the move. Stretch and tense. Push away with that exhale, that horrible thing, whatever it is that we don't want anymore. Push it away with the flexed foot. Keep it going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then just give it a tap if you need to. Not so bad on this side for me. a little bit tight there. Okay, back onto our front for now. We're going to do a little bit more for our upper back, and then we'll come into our side bends. So right now, I feel like we need a little bit of upper back, shoulder blade engagement, just to kind of wake up the upper back. We've done a lot of side body. We've done quite a bit of glutes and lower back and abs. And it feels like now, to me, at this time in the class, that this is what we need. So hopefully you feel the same too. Okay, so we're going to just bring our head down right in the center of our mat. Nice straight line, nice straight neck. Hands just resting by the side of you, and your elbows kind of in line with your shoulders, maybe a little bit lower, and your elbows are bent at 90 degrees. Okay, so we're going to just lift our head up really slowly and bring out obviously our neck at the same time, but we want to keep our spine in a nice straight line. So we're not going to just crane our head up like this. We're going to lift our whole upper body as far as it will go until we feel that we want to push into our hands. And then when we get to that point, we don't want to push into the hands. We want to squeeze the shoulder blades together and then lift the hands up. Hold, 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 and then bring the hands down and then lower. So this is a really slow one, but so effective. So squeezing those upper back muscles to lift you, lifting the hands as high as you feel you can. Hold for at least 3 seconds and then lower down. Keep breathing the whole way through. Don't hold your breath. And then lower down. So if this is okay, stay with this. If you want a little bit more, I'm going to show you a progression that we're going to do. I'm just going to move myself down because you're going to need a bit of room to reach your hands out for the next version. Okay, so either staying with that or we're lifting up and then we lift the arms, then we reach away, then we pull them all the way back and back to where they were. So that's 3 positions, and then lower, lift up, reach all the way forwards, all the way back, elbows into the waist, sorry about that, and then hands come back to where they were, and then lower. So we're going to do 4 more of whichever version you would like to do. Lift, reach, back, lower. 3 to go. 2 left, or maybe an extra 2 if you're doing the slightly shorter version, or it should be about the same if you're holding for 3 seconds. Reach, pull, back, lower. 1 more for luck. Lift, reach, pull, back, and lower. Well done. Now we're going to do a little plank first of all before we go into our last few exercises, since we're in the right position. So we're going to tuck the toes under, bring your hands to underneath your shoulders, elbows in tight to the body. Now you can either push straight up into a plank like this, or you can just come to the knees, so bend the knees, lift up onto the knees, and then lift up into a plank. Whichever version you're doing, hold it wherever you are in the plank. If it's too much to hold here, I want you to just drop knee, knee, come back, knee, knee, and keep doing this. This is going to build strength. Or hold in your plank for 10 more seconds. Keep it going. Definitely getting warmer now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's drop that right knee or the back knee, turn on it, and then we're going to come into our side plank. So we are here. If for any reason your shoulder or your wrist give you any problems, you can come down a little bit lower and you can stay on the floor. Otherwise, you're here and lifting your hips. It's different to the side bend that we normally do. We're going to do 6, kind of reach up and over like this. And then we're going to do a little movement to kind of strengthen our obliques. Okay, so you can do that here. Same thing. You're going to reach over, down, pull in. It'll be fine, don't worry. Okay, so let's go for it. Lift hips and reach over. Hand comes back, just lower the hips slightly, Exhale, lift up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Strengthening our shoulders 2, and 6. Now we're going to bring that arm slightly out first of all, and the knee's going to come in as we exhale, reach. Exhale, reach. 4 more. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Well done. Let's take it straight to the other side. So remember, on your forearm or on your hand, lifting up, reaching up and over, and then coming down. Exhale, reach. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Getting ready to take it further. Exhale in, reach away. Exhale. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing work. Okay, let's bring ourselves back to the floor. So let's just have a little roll back. Nice slow one, either holding onto the legs or without. Exhale, melt down. Still drawing those abdominals in just a little bit more. Knees come in. And the feet come a little bit closer. Let's do some shoulder bridges to release the back. Strengthen the back of the body also. So find a nice soft spine. Big inhale and exhale. That was quite challenging with those side bends. So just gather your energies again. Just bring the breathing back down. Or is it just me? Okay, and then we're going to exhale and then slowly start to peel the hips away. So you can bring your arms in back towards the body. Just for a little bit more stability, push down into the palms as you lift the hips up. Breathing normally at the top, exhaling to melt down. So let's just do 2 simple bridges for now, and then we're going to make it a little bit more interesting. So let's exhale again, peel the way up. Maybe a little bit higher this time, if it feels good and it doesn't hurt your lower back or cause any pain anywhere. And then on the next exhale, whenever it naturally happens, just melt down through each section of the spine, all the way. I'm just going to move myself back a bit because I'm going to do some leg movements, and I think that sofa is going to be in the way. Okay, so getting ready to come up again. Leg options, always up to you if you want to take them, or you can just hold at the top of your bridge and build strength. Okay, so let's come up. Exhale. If you want to come with me, we're going to lift the left leg, reach it up to the ceiling, flick it down 5 times. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back, place it down. Try and keep both hips level all the way through as we take it straight to the other side. There's a quick one. 5, or you're holding at the top. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back down, hips up, exhale and melt. Excellent. Let's bring those knees in one more time and just circle in our hips. Just let the lower back go now. Let the tailbone relax, just massage those hip sockets, and then take it around the other way. Let the feet relax. Let the shoulders relax. Let the face relax. And then we're going to just bring the knees together, feet together. One more stretch each side over to the side. So knees together, let them rest where they want to. If you want to increase the stretch, you can extend the top leg. Maybe grab hold of the hands if you have that flexibility, but if not, don't worry. That's going to just give you a stretch on the outer hip, which we have worked a little bit today. And we're almost out of time, so we just got one more stretch on the other side. Slowly just bring the knees back to center. You can use your hands to help lift the knees. The legs are pretty heavy, so you don't want to strain anything at this point in the class. We're just relaxing now. So just keep it nice and easy. Let the breath slow down. Extend the leg if you want to. Just try and keep both shoulders down on the floor. These lower back twists are so good for the muscles in the low back. Just to keep them really supple and mobilized, and just so that they don't tense up so much and give us problems pulling on any kind of joints or anything like that. Good, and then just bend that leg back down, and then just turn yourself to the side, push yourself up, and we are out of time, but feel free to stay on the floor if you want to and just continue your stretches. Up to you. You might want to add on a little bit more if you want more. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the class. Let me know if you've got any questions or comments, either in the chat on Zoom or on our Facebook Live in the comments. Please comment, because not many people comment on the Facebook Live. It's nice to know there's people out there. Thank you to everyone for joining me, and thank you for all your nice messages back. I always read them, so thank you and take care. Thanks, Matt. See you later. Thank you. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to switch off now. See you next week.